Hello and welcome to day 3 of Cook With Us. This morning you'll have been playing Sushi Go, which is a great little card game. And today we're going to cook our very own chicken and veg sushi bowl. So we've got our ingredients here. We've got 200 grams of chicken. It's all been diced for you already. We've got a bag of rice. This is 125 grams, which is enough for 2 people when it's cooked. Leave it in the bag. It's designed to be cooked in the bag just as it is. So I've already got a pan of water boiling away behind me for that. We've got our sweet and sour sauce. We've got some oil to fry our chicken. And then we've got our vegetables. So, we have our broccoli, we have our spring onions, we've got 3 of those, and we've got a carrot. Spoiler alert. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut these into smaller pieces so they can go into our stir fry with the chicken. So, just like I've shown you the other times, make a bridge with your finger and your thumb just to cut that broccoli up so it's nice small pieces. That helps it to cook quicker, but it's still really delicious if it's a little bit crunchy. So sometimes you'll cut it into 2 pieces, sometimes into 3. Depends how big a pieces you want. Sometimes I have little ones that probably don't need cutting at all. There we go, and pop that over there. I'm going to get my carrot, move the broccoli pieces that way. Now there's no need to take the outside off the carrot, you don't need to peel it. So I'm just going to chop it in half and then making a bridge with my fingers again, slice it. Now if you get a bit peckish, you can always put a little bit of your carrot aside and use it to snack on while you're waiting for things to cook. I'm going to do that with mine. So, I keep my fingers carefully out of the way. And to slice the carrot nice and thinly. When it gets about halfway across, again use that bridge to keep your fingers safe. Another tip is to just keep your nails sort of almost as if they're digging in to the carrot as you start to slice it, and that helps to protect your fingers but also helps to keep the carrot where you need it to be in one place. So I'm just going to cut all these pieces in half so they're nice and thin. Obviously that helps them to cook nice and quickly. Bits. There we go. Put my carrot to the side. Right, with our spring onions, the best thing to do is to get some of the green leafy bit at the end and peel it. So you're just taking one of the the layers of our onion. Okay, and pop that to the side. There we go, it just gets rid of the outer bit. A little bit like when we peeled our red onion the other day. So, I'm going to chop the ends off because we don't want those bits. And I'm going to slice our spring onions. I'm going to slice them diagonally, just because it looks a bit nicer. And I'm going to get the lovely white onion and some of the crispy green bits at the top. And I'm not going to go all the way to the ends. We'll pop those there. Right. So now they're all chopped. I've got my pan of boiling water over here. I've put about 1 litre of water in, and I'm going to pop my bag of rice in. The rice needs to cook for 15 to 17 minutes. So, put that in here. If you are doing 2 of these bags or more, then add an extra ½ litre for each bag. Down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so whilst that's cooking, I'm going to put my oil into the frying pan and add my diced chicken to it. You can hear that sizzling away already, because I got my pan nice and hot before I started. So it's really important to remember when you're handling chicken or any raw meat that once you've touched the meat, you need to go and wash your hands. So I'm going to pop the chicken in there. Get my dish out of the way, and I'm just going to wash my hands quickly while it's starting. Right, I've washed and dried my hands. So now I'm going to make sure that our chicken cooks all the way through. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because I don't want the oil sticking my skin. So, before you add your vegetables, you want the chicken to be sealed. So that means it's cooked on the outside. Might not have cooked all the way through yet, but on the outside it's cooked and it might be starting to turn golden brown. So, my chicken's about ready for that, so I'm going to add the vegetables. I'm going to put the carrots in first because they take the longest. There we go. Right, next I'm going to add our broccoli and our spring onion. I'm going to add our sweet and sour sauce. Right down the chicken mix because it's cooking nicely and I just want to keep it on a low heat to simmer. Whilst it's doing that, I'm going to check on our rice. I'm going to use a fork. I'm going to take the rice off the hob just to stop the bubbling. And have a look and see how that's doing. That's nearly there. Pop it back on the hob for another couple of minutes. Pop the lid on there. Give our chicken and vegetables a nice stir. While they're just doing their last couple of minutes, let's have a look at what we're doing this afternoon. So, our sushi bowl has chicken in it, but sushi is often made with different kinds of fish. So, can you find any fish they could be real, they could be artwork, they could be sculptures. Have a look and see what you can find around and about this afternoon. Take a picture, tell us where it is, and share it with us on our Facebook group and our social media. Right. I think our rice is done now, so I'm just going to turn that hob right off. Get my bowl. We've got our bowl here for our sushi. I'm going to take that off the hob. I'm just going to go over to the sink and drain the water out of the pan. So, I'll just use the slotted spoon to lift our bag of rice out of the pan. I'm going to carefully open it. As you can see, it's really, really hot. I'm just going to use the knife to open the bag, but you could use a pair of scissors, that's probably a bit better. And I'll pour the rice into our bowl. Being very careful because it is still hot at the edges. Right down the middle. I'm going to turn this hob off. I'm going to add our chicken mix. Now you can tell that the chicken's cooked when it's white all the way through, so you don't want any pink bits left in the chicken, so do check that before you serve it. I've checked mine and it's white all the way through and cooked. I've got some of my food on this side, the rest on the other side. And there you go. Got a sushi bowl ready to go.